the hyper-underbone class. Isa itong special motorcycle segment dito sa Southeast Asia kung saan nilagyan nila ng overpowered na 150cc na makina ang isang underbone na motor. It's like putting a 100cc engine on a bicycle. You see, hyper-underbones go way back since the introduction of the Suzuki Raider R150, which changed the face of small, boring bikes. Fast forward today and we have a lot of options from different manufacturers, showing off their take on this special segment. In order to be competitive in this segment, a manufacturer needs to be innovative in designing a hyper-underbone bike because it needs to be powerful, it needs to be economical, and it needs to be light. Dahil most likely ginagamit ang ganitong uri ng motor para sa pang-araw-araw na biyahe at pagkayod pero may ibubuga pa sa weekend rides. But the problem of making motorcycles more efficient and powerful without increasing displacement is adding more complex technologies and increasing compression ratio, which also means adding more ways to cool down the engine. In short, mas nagiging mahal ang motor. But there is one manufacturer who chose to take the simple route in order to increase power without adding several complex technologies to increase the price of a motorcycle. And it's a company that you would not expect to impress the market. This is the VF3i 185. This is SYM's take to the high-demand hyper-underbone market here in Southeast Asia. Developed back in 2016 to originally counter the Honda GTR 150 and Yamaha Sniper 150, then later launched in 2018 in Malaysia and Vietnam, maraming naghantay dito pero SYM Philippines did not launch it before for some reason. But lately, they had the guts to finally launch the bike despite under the financial pressure from the pandemic. Now, let's clarify things first dahil maraming motorcycle races dito sa Pinas. SYM or Sanyang Motors is a Taiwanese company with Taiwanese employees, like Kimco. Technically and historically, they're Chinese as well, but with their own country and government. But they have a different manufacturing practice than the companies from mainland China as they focus both on quality and quantity. And yeah, they hate the CCP government of China as well. Politics aside, ang tinutukoy ko ay maganda ang build quality ng mga motor na gawang Taiwan. So does electronics dahil ito ang pinaka-export nila. I think SYM should keep building bikes like these to keep up with sales and paint their brand as a reputable source of affordable quality motorcycles for the Southeast Asian market. Design-wise, it's a mix of love and hate for the VF3i, but I have to give SYM a thumbs up for the styling of the VF3i dahil hindi ito overstyled or masyadong aggressive, which is a common design practice ng Chinese bike manufacturers. Ika nga, sapat lang ang disenyo para sa displacement nito. Good thing SYM has a well-mannered design team to match design and displacement. You have an aerodynamic front end and a floating rear fender to express the sporty character of the moped. SYM added some touch of details like carbon fiber styling on some plastic parts, daytime running lamps, M-shaped headlamp assembly, and a styled aluminum pillion pegs that matches the floating rear, which adds up to the overall flavor of the design. But sadly, it is still equipped with halogens to cut down costs. Flip the ignition and the M-shaped dashboard comes to life, along with the lighted analog tachometer dancing upon startup. On the right side panel, you have a digital display providing some of the basic information like speedometer, speed average, time, odometer, and gear indicator, which is a must-needed feature for beginner riders. Fire the engine and feel the fuzzes of the 185, as the VF3i is powered by a fuel-injected 183cc short-stroke liquid-cooled 4-valve single-cam engine producing 17.7 horsepower at 8,500 RPM. And a healthy 16.7 Nm of torque at 7,000 RPM. governed by a 6-speed gearbox that is capable of reaching speeds above 125 kilometers per hour, which depends on your weight and road condition.
Good talk. What good talk?
Haters gonna hate, and will be surprised how refined the engine is, despite the added displacement. Dahil in par sa Japanese brands ang quality ng makina nito. Given na ang vibration nito sa low end ng power band dahil single cylinder short stroke ang makina nito parang Raider R150. But SYM engineers did a good job in containing the vibration despite the added displacement. Power is mostly tuned for the mid and top end range of the power band due to the short stroke ratio. Pagkagat ng 6,000 RPM, ramdam mo bigla ang hatak ng makina at kaya nito magbabad sa dulo ng hindi nahihirapan. Pero sinakripisyo ni SYM ang top speed para pagandahin ang low end power ng VF3i dahil equip ito ng mas malaking sprocket sa likod kung saan kaya nitong tumakbo sa higher gears at low speeds. Kaya suitable pa rin ito sa city riding. Go out sa open highway and expected na dito mo mararamdaman ang lakas ng VF3i. Hindi katulad sa ibang 150cc na motor kung saan gigil na ang makina pagkagat ng 100 km per hour, the VF3i can cruise at that speed with less stress from the engine due to the extra displacement and short stroke ratio. Pero tatandaan natin na hindi batayan ng displacement sa top speed dahil maraming factors ito. Riding quality is more inclined for overall comfort because the VF3i has soft cushion seat and upright riding stance that is more suitable for everyday riding. Pag upo mo pa lang dito sa motor na to, magugulat ka na familiar ang riding triangles sa Sniper 150 kung saan balance ang comfort at sport. Pero nagtatapos ang familiarity nito sa Sniper pagdating sa suspension dahil more on comfort ang VF3i. It is equipped with a large diameter front fork that is tuned on the softer settings to absorb all the bumps and imperfection on road. Yet it is dampened perfectly to avoid bottoming out quickly. The rear on the other hand is a monoshock that is also tuned for everyday comfort as well. Pinatest drive sa atin ng SYM ang motor sa limitadong kalsada kaya hindi ko nasubukan ito sa kurbada. Pero ginawan ko ito ng paraan para masubukan ang suspension. Binigla ko ang motor sa humps at incline para makita ang damping quality nito at pulido ang tuning ng SYM. Halos parehas ang suspension quality sa Supra GTR 150. Brakes on the other hand is managed by a twin caliper 250mm single disc on the front and a single caliper 200mm disc on the rear. Malakas ang stopping power ng front brakes pero malambot ang brake feel nito, which is a good thing and a bad thing. Good thing ito dahil may iwasan mag-lock up ang brakes parang ABS. Pero bad thing naman ito dahil lacking ang braking feedback. Hindi mo alam kung ano ang ginagawa ng front brakes, parang rim brakes ng bisikleta ang pakiramdam. Kabaliktaran naman sa likod dahil isang apak na malakas at maglalakap agad ng rear kung saan delikado ito kapag hindi ka sanay kontrolin ang sideways movement ng motor under sa ganitong circumstances. Earlier, sinabi ko na love and hate ang disenyo ng VF3i dahil maraming points of improvement pa ang kailangan nito para ma-attract ang mas malaking crowd ng riders when it comes to design. Maganda ang build quality ng SYM. See the pearly paint and it looks nice, but touch some of the plastics and there are areas that feels hollow or manipis, and the buttons feels cheap. See the muffler and they still use a large plastic making it out of shape, tapos may logo pa na hot, kung saan obvious na yon. I understand na para ito sa safety pero hindi ito oven. Malambot ang upuan, which is nice. Pero maalog naman ito na parang matatanggal, which is another quality issue. On the dashboard, you see a conventional moped head assembly that hides the handlebar, which reduces the sporty looks of the VF3i. Sana partially na nilabas na lang ng SYM ang handlebar to add fit and finish ng motor gaya sa Sniper 150 instead of hiding it. For me, SYM still has a long way to go in order to be competitive when it comes to design. Kymco already invested in design to appeal the US and European market, and it worked for them. Investing for a better design team to build SYM's character and reputation is a must. Why? Dahil nakita natin dito sa VF3i na capable ang SYM sa pag-build ng refined at good quality na motor, tapos hyper-underbone pa. For 99,000 pesos, meron kang pinakamalaking displacement na underbone na motor na maganda ang quality at reliability ng makina at maganda rin ang suspension setup na magiging suitable sa pang-araw-araw. Hindi man ito ang pinakamalakas, pero binasag nito ang 150cc norm sa underbone class.